Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you've been well. Today's video is going to be about 7 things I hate about my Tacoma, but I really don't hate most of them. They're more like strong dislikes. And before we get too far into it, just quick preface. For all you Tacoma fanboys out there, I also am a fanboy. I love my Tacoma. It's my daily driver. I could drive anything I want. I drive a Tacoma, so just calm down before you get too furious in the comments below. Second is, I know some of these can be fixed, but we're just talking about the Tacoma, how it comes from factory. Third is, I'm going to be mostly keeping this mainstream stuff, so there are certain quirks and stuff for like off-roading specifically or overlanding that I don't love, but I'm kind of keeping this more mainstream. And finally, if you want me to do a video in a similar format for the 5 things or 7 things or 10 things that I absolutely love about my Tacoma, let me know down below and I can queue one of those videos up. All right, let's start out with my truck. My truck is a 2016 Tacoma TRD Offroad. It does have the premium tech package, which includes a moonroof and the JBL premium sound and all that kind of stuff. Some other bells and whistles. So I'm going to be talking about my model specifically. This may not apply to every model out there, so just take that into consideration. Also, my dog is joining me in the back today. He's actually completely asleep maybe now, I'm not sure. So let's just get into it. The first thing I hate is the transmission. It really hunts for gears. You'll see people on the internet talk about, well, after 1,000 miles, it really learns how you drive. I don't really know how it's gonna learn how I drive. Maybe that's actually a thing, and mine just, after 32,000 miles, hasn't quite figured me out yet. In any case, it hunts for gears, and you'll find this being a problem all across the internet of Tacomas, at least for this gen, the 3rd generation of Tacomas. I live at like 9,000 feet of elevation in Colorado, and I commute down to the city, which is around 5,000 feet. So I'm definitely on the extreme end of this, but anytime I hit a hill, it really is quick to downshift, and then it's also quick to upshift again before it should, and it goes back and down, and I can put it in sport mode and just downshift it and ride it like that. But the automatic transmission isn't awesome. I could have got a manual, yes. I've had a dozen manual cars and trucks and motorcycles, obviously, and for a daily driver, I really enjoy an automatic, so I don't really want to hear about you could have got a manual. I know I could have got a manual, but the automatic transmission pretty much sucks, in my opinion. And it's not so much that there's necessarily a lack of power, though it isn't the quickest truck out there, for sure. It has enough power that it shouldn't need to hunt for gears that much, and obviously they're trying to balance fuel economy and all this other stuff, but it's not that good. The second one is lack of seat adjustment, and I'm kind of going to wrap a couple things into this. One is there's not a ton of headroom. The second is the seats are pretty low to the ground. This doesn't really bug me that much because I have a history of driving sports cars and stuff like that are low to the ground. So the seat lowness doesn't really bother me as much as it does some other people, but it is a factor. And you can't adjust the seat angle or height or anything like that. So the seat adjustment in a Tacoma, even on the very high-end models, is pretty sparse. This next point is off-road specific. A lot of you guys follow me for my overlanding and off-roading and stuff like that. If you don't, hey, get subscribed, like this video, all that good stuff. But this one is about this SWAYBAR. There is no automatic disconnect. There is no quick disconnect option. There's nobody out there making a quick disconnect. The mechanics of it make it so that it's not really feasible, so you either have to leave it on or take it off. Taking it off does require you to take your skid plates off, so while the SWAYBAR itself isn't too difficult to take off, you have to take off some stuff to get to it at all. So I think they could have done a better system there with the SWAYBAR, especially on like the TRD Offroad, which is this, or the TRD Pro. Do something. There is nothing. I took my SWAYBAR off, but I'm not going to get into that too much, but I wish there was a quick disconnect option. All right, this next one is definitely going to feel like a nitpick, but hey. So on the steering wheel, there are volume controls for up and down, volume up and volume down. However, they're oriented forward and backward. On the same toggle, there is a forward and backward arrow to, seek to the next track or go back to the previous one. These ones are oriented up and down. I don't know why they did it that way, but I really don't like it. Yes, it's nitpicky, but it's something that I don't like about the Tacoma. This probably affects other models as well. And while we're talking about that, on our 5th thing, I really hate the ENTUNE system in general. Why they don't use Android Auto or Apple or anything better bums me out. I know I could put an aftermarket head unit in, but I wish this premium tech package and all that stuff had a system that was just that was just better. So the ENTUNE, I think, just sucks. I don't know anybody that thinks it's good. Now the sixth thing is gonna seem like a nit as well, but on the premium tech package or whatever, maybe this comes on other packages as well, but I can keep my key in my pocket and unlock and lock the door just by pressing the door handle. Very convenient. Don't have to take your key out if your hands are full. If you just want to lock it real quick when you leave or unlock it, you just touch the handle. Works really, really well once you figure it out. But here's the gripe. It doesn't work on any other handles. So if I want to be a gentleman and open the door for my girlfriend, I got to dig around for my fob and click it. Yeah, not a big deal, but it kind of is when we're in what, 2018 now? I know this truck was a 2016, but they have the technology for one door. Why not put it in at least the passenger door, if not all four doors? So this means that one, it's harder to be a gentleman and get the door for your girlfriend or your wife. Two, if I want to toss groceries or something in the passenger seat or in the back seat on the passenger side, I need to dig in, hit my fob rather than just kind of touching the handle to unlock it. So this seems like a nitpick, but it's actually a pretty big one for me personally. And then that brings us to our last one, which is also kind of nitpicky, but this whole video really was. And that's the low rear view mirror. When I first got this, it was basically right in the middle of my windshield, and I was like, what is this thing? It is very stiff, and you can adjust it up a little bit more than that. And so I managed to get it up as high as I could, but it's still really more in my view than I would prefer. Again, definitely not the end of the world, but I really, really do wish it went up higher. I know for some previous generations, and maybe this one too, you can buy an aftermarket like rear view mirror raising bracket, but the fact that that bracket even exists in the aftermarket support means that Toyota did something wrong with the placement of that rear view mirror. All right, guys, that's it. This is probably going to be one of my most disliked videos ever because people do not like hearing people hate on the trucks or whatever that they love. But maybe some Toyota engineers will hear this video and make improvements. I don't know. Probably not, but a boy can dream, right? Anyway, if you like this video, definitely hit that thumbs up button, get subscribed, turn on post notifications, all that stuff. Comment down below if you want me to do a similar video of the things you love, of the things that I love about my Tacoma. Comment down below other things that you don't like about the Tacoma, and definitely comment down below the things you love about the Tacoma. So if I just kind of space out and don't get that when I'm kind of thinking up the love Tacoma video, which I'm guessing you guys will ask me to make, that way your comments down below can remind me. Also, your comments down below, other people are going to be reading those comments, so it'll help them kind of form a decision on if the Tacoma is right for them. Additionally, people ask me to just do a Tacoma review video in general, review the Tacoma, which I'm kind of on the fence about, but if you want to see me do that video, definitely let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for your time watching this video, and until next time, take care.